It's no doubt that Tesla has been known for long as the SI unit for what an electric car should look like. With a blend of performance, range, reasonable pricing, and modern looks, many Tesla cars have topped most of the regions where they are sold. This has let the cars only compete with themselves. Recently, the Tesla Model 3 overtook Model Y as the favourite EV for many people. Why is that? Stay tuned and don't touch that dial as we get up close and candid with the two Tesla cars, Model 3 and Model Y, and what makes the 3 be preferred to Model Y. We will first take a look at the interior design for both cars. It would be correct to say that Tesla Model 3 had an interior unlike any other vehicle on the market right when it was released. The dashboard is simple and features a massive touchscreen which controls everything. The low, flat floor of the Tesla gives the interior a roomy, open feeling. Adults won't be able to spend much time in the back seats since they are too small and uncomfortable, but the front seats are supportive and comfy. The trunk may be significantly enlarged by simply splitting the 60/40 rear seats. Additionally, the seatbacks of the Model 3 may be folded flat to provide a continuous cargo floor for transporting heavier things. The Model 3 has space for 15 carry-on luggage after folding the back seats. Additionally, plenty of roomy nooks and bins are located around the cabin. Let's now turn to the Model Y and see what it features in the interior. The Model Y lacks the intricate falcon wing doors seen on the bigger Model X crossover. Instead, much of its interior is shared with the Model 3 sedan. Like the 3, it is entirely devoid of buttons and depends on a sizable infotainment display that is positioned in the middle of a simple dashboard. The interior has an airy feel thanks to the cabin's all-glass roof, which is highly tinted to keep passengers from being too hot in sunbelt areas. Model Y features a third row of seats, an expensive $3,000 option. The Model 3 curiously lacks AM radio and Sirius XM satellite radio, yet comes equipped with navigation, Bluetooth and USB connection. There are several possibilities for internet streaming radio. Apple CarPlay and Android Auto cannot be installed on it either. The Model 3 has many entertainment choices, including Netflix, YouTube and a variety of arcade games on its central display to make charging station layovers more pleasant. Moving on to the Model Y, you will now get a huge, slender infotainment touchscreen in the center of the dashboard that controls practically all of the vehicle's features. It takes some getting used to since everything is shown on one display, including the speedometer and temperature control. The Model Y has the same entertainment features as the Model 3, including video games and integrated Netflix, Hulu and YouTube applications, which are great for wasting time while waiting for the battery to charge at a public charging station. Be at ease. While the car is moving, drivers are prohibited from utilizing these distractions. We could say the two cars tie in this segment. Let's now talk about the range these cars offer away from the interior. 3 different Model 3 trims are available, each with a various protected driving range. With a stated range of 272 miles, the standard rear-wheel drive variant is the most economical. The anticipated range of Variant 3 is increased to 315 miles for the performance model and 358 miles for the long-range model when upgrading to those versions. Of course, travelling this far is challenging, as we discovered with our extended long-range Model 3 test car. Tesla's network of fast charging stations, superchargers, adapters for DC public charging stations, 240 and 120 volt outlets, and a home charging station are all available for the Model 3. For the anticipated range for the Model Y performance model reduces to 303 miles, while the all-wheel drive long range delivers 330 miles of range. However, the latter has 20-inch wheels, a lowered suspension, a faster stated acceleration, and a special track mode. It also has a greater peak speed, 155 miles per hour. The EPA gives the different Model 3 models ratings between 113 mpge and 141 mpge. Aluminium wheels wrapped by plastic hubcaps with aerodynamic designs are the standard equipment on the Model 3. The Model Y also features impressive figures. The EPA estimates that the long-range model gets 131 mpge in the city and 117 mpge on the highway, compared to 115 mpge in the city and 106 mpge on the highway for the performance model. In this section, Model Y wins. The Model 3 accelerates smoothly, nearly quietly, and with considerable power from a standstill, just as other EVs do. And in some cuts, it moves really quickly. When under acceleration, the rear-wheel drive long-range vehicle takes 60 mph in 5.1 seconds. In comparison to the long-range Model 3 long-range, the Model 3 Performance accelerates to 60 mph in only 3.5 seconds, a 0.5-second time difference. The Model 3's battery is placed beneath the floor, as in every other Tesla, giving it a low center of gravity. This enables it to turn quickly and feel secure and planted in the bends. The steering is precise and evenly weighted with 3 distinct settings to change the steering effort. Although the ride is firm without being unpleasant, you can still hear a lot of noise within the cabin when the tyres thwack and thrum over potholes in uneven areas. Let's now see what the Model Y offers. Did you know that the standard range cost leader trim is no longer available in the Model Y series? There is no harm done since the Model Y's long range and performance variants provide better value than a standard range trim. The all-wheel drive long range reaches 60 mph in under 4.4 seconds, barely 0.4 seconds slower than the long-range Model 3 sedan. In our tests, the performance variant reached 60 mph in only 3.6 seconds. Despite its remarkable acceleration, the Model Y doesn't provide the same amount of driving enjoyment as the Model 3. The Model 3's handling is less crisp because of the greater center of gravity caused by the SUV body, and the Y's ride is much harsher over potholes on the road. Tesla cars have been known for their safety ratings, and we won't leave that out. What do these two cars compare? The driver assist system boasts one of the strongest feature sets in the business, with flawless operation and amazing features like automated lane changes, even if you wonder whether the term autopilot could be deceptive. For the Model Y, this is still the case, since the two cars share a lot. The Model Y comes with Tesla's very sophisticated autopilot semi-autonomous driving technology as standard equipment. Optional additional sophisticated capabilities include a self-parking capability and a summon feature. Well, we have seen how the two cars have been made and how they perform. Model Y clearly stands out thanks to its advanced features. Better performance, range, bigger interior, and even more advanced tech features. But despite all these, the Model 3 has recently been dubbed as the favourite for many people in the world. Let's see how this happened. In November, the Tesla Model 3 surpassed the Tesla Model Y, the previous leader in terms of registrations of electric vehicles. The Tesla Model Y immediately gained popularity after being made available in Europe. The roomy interior and more upright seats were probably draws compared to the Model 3 equivalent. But now, after a several-month absence, the Tesla Model 3 has reclaimed the top rank in Europe, the continent's biggest auto market. For instance, the Tesla Model 3 was the most popular EV in Germany for November, selling 6,811 units, according to the KBA, the nation's automobile registration monitoring office. Tesla's sales performance is being fueled by a surge in demand for electric vehicles, EVs, which has grown by 44% since November 2021 and now accounts for 22.3% of all vehicle sales, with 57,980 EVs sold. Even surpassing plug-in hybrids, which made up just 17.1% of the market, electric cars made up the majority of the alternative fuel vehicles the agency monitored throughout the month. Tesla models other than the Model 3 have had success. According to the figures, Tesla overall sales in Germany almost doubled from the previous year. The fact that Tesla worked so hard to meet its 50% growth goal for 2022 during the middle month of the quarter makes this demand peak far from accidental. In Germany, discounts have even been given for the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y due to the German government's decision to gradually reduce and finally eliminate EV subsidies. Germany's preferred EV for many months and ultimately preferred car overall is the Tesla Model Y. The Tesla Model Y had a solid month in September, selling close to 10,000 units, while the Model 3 only sold slightly more than 3,000. Looking at other market sectors, the Ford Kuga PHEV was Germany's preferred SUV for the month, while the Porsche Taycan claimed the top place in the premium electric car market. Many predict an exponential demand increase as the market gets closer to having 25% of car sales be totally electric. Tesla is now in a great position to capitalize on that demand. as the EV industry continues to become more competitive in Europe and throughout the globe, it will be fascinating to see whether the American EV powerhouse can maintain the top rank. That brings us to the end of today's video. What do you think of the fact that Tesla Model 3 is preferred to Tesla Model Y? Please let us know what you think in the comments section. Be sure to check out the videos being displayed on your screen. Until the following video, peace, I am out.